Welcome to Plugged In. Thanks so much for joining us today. If you're new to our show, you might be asking, what is Plugged In? Plugged In is a show that's all about your health and specifically the health of your kidneys. And why kidney? Because our kidneys are incredibly important to our health, yet so many of us do not know much about them, including how to keep them healthy, how to prevent kidney disease, what is kidney disease, and are you at risk? We'll explore organ donation and what it means to someone who needs a life-saving transplant. And we also like to have some fun on our show, and there's no one better to entertain us than my three great hosts. Amro, Daniel, and William, how are you guys?
Great. Hello.
Great. Always great to be back.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hello, hello. Welcome to Plugged In.
It's great to see everyone. Guys, we survived Valentine's Day.
We did.
I know.
Now,
Oh gosh.
I read something interesting. Did you know that 150 million Valentine's cards are exchanged annually every year?
Wow.
Making Valentine's the second most popular card-sending holiday after Christmas?
You don't say.
Oh my goodness. I think I sent about like a quarter of those to keep Canada Post happy.
That doesn't
You're
surprise
welcome,
me either.
ladies.
Speaking of Valentine's Day trivia, does anybody know which Valentine's Day song is the #1 song of all time?
Unchained Melody by Righteous Brothers?
No.
Monster Mash.
I
The
know,
Way
it's
You
a
Were?
Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's a movie.
No, but that was close. But it was actually by Lionel Richie and Diana Ross. And the song is called Endless Love, one of my favorites.
I don't know music.
Yeah. Endless Love. Come on, you guys know the song.
Love, love,
My
love,
Endless Love.
one.
Anyway, that's the #1 song.
Well, I'll show you guys a little story here, actually, joking aside. I had a horrible date for Valentine's Day.
Oh, no.
Well, unfortunately, it was my fault. What we did was we exchanged an
We know.
idea. Well, let me get to the story. There was an idea we had where we would bring each other a gift on Valentine's Day, just to switch it up a little bit, just to share with the viewers here. So I thought it'd be really great if the waitress brought my gift out to surprise my date. And it turns out she sent it to the wrong table. And the guy and girl whose date they were having got a surprise gift, and the guy went along with it, and they took my gift. So I had nothing to give my gift for Valentine's Day.
Oh, no.
Yeah, but they had a great time. I could tell from their table they were
wow.
just.
You're a real-life Cupid.
I would have wanted to
Bringing
went
people
over
together.
and be like, excuse me, baby, this one's mine. He didn't get you nothing. You didn't have a conversation with him because I paid for this.
She broke up with me.
In our show today, we talk about love.
Oh, yeah, and 3 of the guys here wanted to give you a heart just on behalf of us.
What? That's really sweet.
You're very welcome.
Thank you
Welcome.
so
We
much.
We didn't open it.
That is
This is really good chocolate. I mean, they have really good chocolate.
I can see that. You guys are enjoying them.
Now, Deb, another touching segment coming up on today's episode of Plugged In is our Kidney Kid segment, where we have a heartwarming interview with Tiny Tot Haley Ann. Haley Ann will also be blowing out some candles to celebrate her milestone 3rd birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Haley Ann. She's such a sweetheart. I actually did a public service announcement.
I remember
with
that.
her for
Kidney Health Month.
Yeah.
Very
She's a
cool.
Sweetheart.
That
Cutie.
sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And with a key fundraising campaign, March Drive, just around the corner, we're going to talk to someone who's been involved with the campaign for over 24 years and what makes it special to her.
In our studios today, we have the founders and president of AG Hair, Lottie and John Davis. AG Hair is the presenting sponsor of the Kidney Gala. They also have a personal story about organ donation to share with us.
Speaking of Kidney Gala, coming up on March 9th, which is World Kidney Day, the gala will be held at the Vancouver Fairmont Hotel, and it raises funds to help kidney patients and promote hope for their future through research. You can find more information about the gala and buy tickets at kidneygala.com. It's going to be a magical night with spellbinding entertainment, and that's all I'm going to say right now.
Well, in anticipation to that, I've been working on some magic tricks myself.
Ooh.
Impressive.
Does anyone have a magic trick that might make Amro disappear?
Oh, hold up.
Yeah, right.
Impressive.
I want one of those.
Here, you have this one.
And a great segue into our healthy tip of the day, which is to eat healthy by making smart food choices.
That's right. There are a lot of ways you can do this. For example, shop the periphery of your local market and buy fresh foods more often.
And you can also use spices, herbs, and other, sodium-free seasonings in place of salt.
Check the nutritional facts label on food packages for sodium.
Yeah. And be sure to check out the Kidney Community Kitchen website at kidneycommunitykitchen.ca for a great variety of healthy food options and meals.
Well, we've got a spellbinding, heart-tugging show coming up for you guys today, right here on Plugged In. So don't disappear.
Shabakazam! Now I get all the chocolates and the glory.
James Cebulski back with Davis Sanchez. We continue our conversation raising awareness in the fight against kidney disease. Davis, a 4-time CFL All-Star, 3-time Grey Cup champion. And you talk about playing, minor football and in pro football and university football, playing the highest levels. Is there that awareness in terms of a physical standpoint, protecting those kidneys?
Yeah, when you're a kid playing football and junior football, youth football, you have to wear kidney pads. It's part of the gear. When you go out, the referees check you, make sure you have your knee pads, your thigh pads, and kidney pads were an important part of that. You had to have your kidney pads. As we got older,
was there awareness when you were younger in those days too?
No, I don't think about in kidney pads in particular.
Yeah.
We just knew we had to have all our pads, and our parents would check before we left the house that we had all our pads in. And then when we went on the field, the referees would make sure we had everything in. As you got older, the less pads, the faster you could play with less gear you have. Obviously, you could run faster, play faster. So
looking for that competitive edge,
of
right?
Of course. And so in the pros, I know that in college and in the pros, I know that we never wore kidney pads at all. We never wore any sort of side pads. And I actually spoke with Cato, the equipment manager of the BC Lions, and Cato told me that less than 5% of the guys in the league wear kidney pads. And when we look at that and just the importance of your kidneys and the dangers of a helmet or anything to possibly cause damage to your kidneys, it's a wonder why they don't make some sort of rules that you should have kidney pads, should be a must for everyone playing at any age.
It's amazing that from a societal standpoint, how much we learn about medicine in today's day and age, but yet how much we're learning in so many ways. The awareness these days, it seems over the last 5 to 10 years, has been about concussions, but the importance of kidney disease or just protecting your kidneys, different body. I mean, 20 years ago, it was all about the knee injury, right? And protecting that part. And so it's still about educating, society as a whole. And that's not just, and I just say that in a broad stroke, but specifically in sports as well, where we're understanding a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, 4-time CFL All-Star, 3-time Grey Cup champion, the one, the only, Davis Sanchez. You can also listen to Davis wax poetic about all things CFL on the Canadian Football League's website, cfl.ca. As I mentioned, don't forget, you can always register, never too late, to sign up to be an organ donor and support the fight against kidney disease. Just go to kidney.bc.ca, click on the big red button, take 2 minutes of your day. It's a commercial break, people, and you potentially can help save a life down the road. I'm James Cebulski. Talk to you soon.
Knock, knock. Who's there? A volunteer canvasser with the Kidney Foundation's March Drive campaign, which raises much-needed funds to help kidney patients. This is what you might expect to hear if you live in Jennifer Pete's neighborhood. She worked for over 2 decades with the March Drive campaign, which takes place during Kidney Health Month. Deb Tucker caught up with Jennifer hard at work to make preparations for the year's campaign.
So Jennifer, you've been with the March Drive campaign for 24 years.
Yeah, that's a long time, isn't it?
And you know all too well that it's volunteers that make this campaign such a success.
Yeah.
And you've recruited thousands of those volunteers over the years. What does that volunteer recruitment process look like?
Well, we have a phone crew that is based at the Burnaby office of the BC and Yukon branch of the Kidney Foundation of Canada. And they phone all of our volunteers and thank them for helping us out with our March Drive campaign and ask them to come on board once again for this year's campaign of March 2017.
Are you seeing a good response? Are you getting a good response?
We have fabulous volunteers. We have people that are returning for over 25 years as volunteers.
Wow. Now, I understand you started as a telerecruiter, and today you actually supervise the BC and Yukon branch call center right here in Burnaby.
Yes, that's correct, I do. Yeah, it's an ongoing challenge to recruit volunteers, but it is a challenge, and I'm always up for a challenge. And now what has happened is some of the people that I speak to now say to me, "Oh, is it that time of year again? Yes, I recognize that voice." And now you can see this is the face that goes with the voice.
So if I was one of those people who got the call from one of your telerecruiters and said, yes, I want to volunteer, I would get a volunteer canvassing kit, I guess.
Yes, the first thing we do is thank you, because
Okay.
we really appreciate all of our volunteers. The next thing we do is let you know that you'll be receiving your kit about the middle to the end of February. So a canvasser can expect to receive their kit well in advance of March 1st, so that they are prepared to canvass from March 1st to 31st whenever it's convenient for them. So the first thing they get is an official volunteer badge. Okay, and so when they knock at the door, the first thing that the person's going to see is that they are an official volunteer for the Kidney Foundation. The next thing we need to put in are some door knockers, we call these. We put them in, and they have my little grandson Logan's picture on them. Anyway, we put these into the mail slot or the door stop of the homes where there's no answer. We also have a money envelope and an official receipt book. It's for tax purposes, so we can be accountable for all the generous donations that we receive from all of our donors. And that is a kit.
You've got a counterpart, Pat, who
Yes.
is in the Penticton office, and she does exactly what you do, but she recruits volunteer canvassers for northern BC, the Kootenays, and the Okanagan. So if any of our viewers in those regions are interested in volunteering with March Drive, then you can just reach the contact information shown on our screen. You know, we talked about when you started so many years ago, but over time it's been a bit of an interesting twist of fate for you. And you've got a very personal
Right.
connection to the cause now. Do you want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. My youngest grandson, little Logan, on the bookmark, has developed focal segmental glomerulosclerosis about 4 years ago. He was holding his own for quite a while, but he is now on dialysis. So now we are, as a family, are very much involved in advocating for kidney patients. After all these years of hearing other people's stories, we now are right in the thick of it, and certainly understand the trials and tribulations of other kidney patient families.
Well, Jennifer, we are sending our very best to Logan, and Logan has actually been on the show a few times.
Yes, he has.
He's a really spunky.
Yes.
Spunky and just an absolute delight. So we're rooting for him, and you know, I want to say to everyone out there, you know, if you are interested in getting involved, it really is so important. And when those canvassers come to your door, do think about giving and giving generously, because it really does help support patients like Logan.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate all that you do for the Kidney Foundation. Thank you.
Here you go. Surprise! For you, Haley.
That's for Haley Ann.
Haley, that's for you.
Life size. There we go. What's in there?
What's that, Haley?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Adrienne. Happy birthday to you.
Help her blow, Logan.
There we go. Is Anna and Elsa on your cake and Olaf? Yeah, you can have some. You want to hold the baby, not right now. Yes, I can.
You made a party for me? You made a party for me? You made a party for me?
Yeah.
Oh. It's a dang cake. Yummy. It's my birthday. Yummy.
Okay, we know which piece is Haley's. Get excited, guys. It's cake time.
You made a party for me?
Logan, can you reach it just?
Haley Ann. Haley's stealing the
What's
cake.
Sydney doing? Is he stealing the cake?
I'm Haley.
It's a birthday party at the Kidney Foundation. We need all kinds of parties.
Kidney Health Month is just around the corner, and kicking it off is the Kidney Foundation's 5th annual Kidney Gala on March 9th, which is World Kidney Day. Held at the elegant and majestic Fairmont Hotel, Vancouver, the Kidney Gala promises a magical night of triumph, inspiration, and hope. Our guests will be captivated by spellbinding entertainment, an amazing 3-course dinner, fabulous silent and live auctions, and so much more.
See, I love the part about the 3-course meal because you know my belly likes food. But you want to know what the best part is? Is this event raises significant funds for people living with kidney disease. And it also gives people the greatest gift of all. It gives them hope. Hope for a better future and the gift of life. And as a transplant recipient, I could say that, you know what? This is a very special event that should not be missed, so get your tickets because they are going fast.
That's right, William. But events like this would not be possible without so many individuals, including our sponsors. Today, my co-host William and I are honored to have the Kidney Gala's presenting sponsor in the studio with us. A big welcome to AG Hair and the company's founders, John and Lottie Davis, who are here to talk about their involvement with the cause.
Welcome, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you. We're
Nice to be
delighted
here.
to be here. Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming. Use, love, repeat. These words represent the whimsical tagline for AG Hair, but the sentiment seems more like a life mantra for you both. Let's talk for a moment about how involved you both are in many philanthropic endeavors and why giving back is so important to you.
Well, I think giving back is very important to us because we've been so fortunate to be successful ourselves in our business. And what started out to be a small endeavor grew over years, probably because we had so much enjoyment doing it. We have a charity that we started ourselves where we build schools and provide scholarships for girls in Africa. Awesome. And we've been doing that for 9 years now. We have some local involvement, but essentially we're fortunate that we've done so well with our business, and giving back is our reward for success.
And you've been one of our main sponsors for a couple of years now. But in addition to that, you are also donating a swag bag for every guest who comes to the gala. You will end up leaving with one of their beautiful swag bags at the end of the evening, and it will be filled with fantastic AG hair products.
Should we take a look?
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe you can tell us what they are.
Well, I'm not sure William can, so
Yeah,
why don't I take
right.
a go at that?
Well, this is for the waves. No, I'm just playing.
So we've got our top-selling shampoo, fast food, and fast food leave-in conditioner. Both of them very popular products. And High and Dry, which is great for fine hair, to give you that lift before you go out. So these three are about a $68 value, and they'll be a gift from us to everybody who attends the event.
Thank you
Oh,
so
thank you very
much, you guys.
Now that I've got my swag bag of AG products, thank you very much. Now all I have to do is win the auction for the WestJet package. And I'll be looking good at the gala, after the gala, and while I'm in Hawaii with that WestJet package bag.
Well, not that if I get there first, but actually I have my eye on some of the jewelry. So
You had your eye on that jewelry ever
That
since I
is
got here
nice.
today. It's all
I
shiny.
know, bling. I want to switch gears for a moment because of your involvement goes far beyond sponsorship. What our viewers don't know is the very personal connection you both have with this cause. Would you mind sharing some of your story with us?
No, I'd be delighted. Our connection is very personal. My mother died of kidney disease when I was a kid. She was probably in her early 30s. She had 2 young children, and there was no opportunity for transplant or dialysis. And she passed away at a really young age. And then around the age of 40, I started exhibiting some of the symptoms of kidney disease, polycystic kidney disease. And cut a long story short, it turned out I needed a transplant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. And your function, you were down to about 10%.
I was about 10%. Yeah.
And then something happened.
Well, I think Lottie should probably pick that because my wife insisted on being tested as a donor, and I'm going to let her pick it up.
That was my first reaction. What about me? And I was told that it's highly unusual. John has an unusual blood type. And there was tissue typing that needed to take place as well. And it was, I could be tested, but it was highly unusual that I would be a suitable donor for him. And as it turns out, I also have a highly unusual blood type.
Oh my goodness.
And we were a complete match for tissue typing. So I can remember the day I found out about it, and I thought I'd just won the lottery. It was one of the happiest days in my life outside of having my own 2 children to know that I would be able to give my husband a kidney.
Yeah, that's an amazing story. Amazing. Yeah.
It was. We actually celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary in St. Paul's Hospital in the same bed,
Oh wow, congratulations.
drinking a bottle of champagne. In fact, we've got the photograph here.
Yeah.
You can't have fun in hospitals after
Yes.
all.
I know you've been sharing your amazing transplant story in an effort to raise awareness regarding organ donation. You guys have been huge supporters at many of our events and have spoken both at our Kidney Gala and at our Kidney Summit.
Yeah, you know, we have, and with great pleasure. Our story is not unique. I mean, William's had a transplant, I've had a transplant, Lottie's been a donor. And the transplant, frankly, was easy. There was nothing to it from our respect. We were in hospital for a week. We now live a completely normal life. And it's amazing what modern science can do, and there's nothing we can't do. I'm not restricted what I can drink, what I can eat, you know, where I can go. It's amazing, and you know, we've all got this gift within us to give. You know, the gift Lottie gave. Everybody has that, whether it's to help a family member or a complete and utter stranger. We all have it to give. There's absolutely nothing unique about what William and I have been through. Really, what is unique is people like Lottie that donate, and there should be more people like that.
Yeah, 100%.
Agreed.
And for us, we really wanted to get involved with the Kidney Gala because the Kidney Foundation has done so much to create awareness for something that so few people know about. The education that you do and the support that you give to families that are living with kidney disease has been incredible. And we're very, very proud to be part of this.
It's all about triumph, inspiration, and most of all, hope. We look forward to celebrating at the gala with you. So go get those gala tickets, everyone. We promise you won't be disappointed. For more information on tickets and sponsorship, you can go to www.kidneygala.com. Thank you again, John and Lottie.
Thank you. It was a great pleasure.
Very welcome. Thanks.
Hello, friends. I'm Alistair. Alistair at You. And people ask me, Mr. At You, what can I give my love this Valentine's Day? I want to give a flower, but what else can I give in order to express my devotion towards them? Well, I'll tell you what you give, a kidney card. Here's some of the ones we have in the shop. Roses are red, violets are blue. Take care of your kidneys and they'll take care of you. Be mine, I kitty you not. Choo, choo, choose. Good kidney health. I love this one. I love you with my kidney the moment I could see you have a healthy body and you're giving it to me. I love all of you, but your kidney is divine because you take good care of it be my Valentine. We got hundreds of them, hundreds of kidneys that you can have. Get yours today. If your kidney's on the fritz and you weren't feeling fine, just because I love you, I would give you one of mine. Kidney cards, get yours today.
Wow, can you believe it? That wraps up another episode of Plugged In.
Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show today. And of course, a very special thanks to all our guests in studio and on location.
Not to mention a big thank you, the viewer, for joining us again on Plugged In. We also want to hear from you, so let us know what you thought of today's episode on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Like, share, and spread the word, or email us at pluggedin@kidney.bc.ca.
Special thanks, of course, to our sponsor, Kidney Car. Kidney Car is a unique recycling program that benefits the environment, vehicle owners, and people affected by kidney disease.
And I just want to leave you with one more thought. If you've not already done so, why not register your wishes to be an organ donor? It's easy and it only takes 2 minutes of your time. Just go to kidney.bc.ca
And click on the red register button because it does save lives and I'm living proof of that. And remember, heroes aren't born, they're registered. And once again, thank you for joining us and we'll see you all next time right here on Plugged In.
Does anyone have a magic trick to make Amro disappear?
I do.
Yeah, right.
Stupendo! Okay. Still good.
James Cebulski alongside David Sanchez. Last we were continue. One more time. 3, 2.
He's not perfect. I knew it. Yes.
Look at you in there.
Abracadabra, alakazam. Ah!
Catch you.
Get one shot of helium.
There's paper on this. There's paper on this. Sorry.